Vince, what did it mean for you, the crowd that chanted your name in the game?
At first, I didn't want to hear it. I was just like, just let me go back to the locker room. Because I was like, we still have some more games to play at once 2 weeks is here. But you never know. So I was just like, hey, whatever. Coach was like, he gave me that look. And I was like, you know what the heck, let's go do it. So I'm glad I did. It's just fun. It's like I say, if it ended today, and this day, this end of the season, these last 16 games will be talked about for a very long time, and that's something I'll always remember. At least I scored my last basket, and it'll be a weird but cool memory.
Is this moment surreal for you? Like just looking back at playing from college to today, to have it end like this?
Yeah, it is. It's a weird way to say I'm calling it a career. It really is. I mean, you're used to, you don't have any more games left. Instead, I technically have what I would consider eligibility. I have 15 games left, technically. But if not, I'm one with it, and it's just like I say, it's just weird. As we were kind of being briefed on everything. What's going on, what you guys have been seeing all the second half. I just sit there and like, it's just, all right, this is it, like that. It ended like that, So probably tonight I was reflecting like, golly, it's just weird. I didn't foresee, I went from the hesitation of starting the season and going through the season to not really saying the word retirement to, having a conversation with Kobe gave me the confidence and comfort to talk about retirement to this point where the season's over when in my mind I know there's 15 games left, but we're not sure yet. So it's cool though. It's basketball has been good to me. I've enjoyed each and every moment of it, good and bad. So if this is it, it's all good. At least I made my last basket.
You seem to be telling yourself in your head, at least trying to say, there's going to be some games. Can't quite accept that.
Yeah, it's just like I said. It's like it literally just happened, and you're trying to process all of this. So, like I said, if it is, I'm okay with it. It's just weird how it ends, how it ended. You have that when it's the last game. You have that drive here. It's like, well, this is the last one. I didn't have that thought, that drive today. It's just kind of like it's possible because of everything else that's transpired. The NCAA, blah blah blah, other Golden State with fanless games and all of these things. So I had a conversation with my friends about it, kind of updating them, and it's like as I'm texting this stuff, and I'm like, well, shoot, I'm like, we're it's going to happen to us soon. And then with that, when you actually think about it that way, it could be the end. Because we talked about it a couple of days ago. So you never know, but I'll be around somewhere, golf course probably.
If this is it, how would you like to be remembered?
That I still love to play. That I say for any person, of course we can say athlete, but any person who wakes up every morning at the tender age of 35 or older, I'll give you that, or even in your 40s, and you try to go do something, some type of activity, being active, and you see how hard it is. And then you think of, man, this man trying to play in the NBA at the highest level, 43, he must love it. And that's what I want to be remembered. Because I think, when you talk about remember for this, that, and the fourth, like, you're going to organically and naturally think of all the highlights and plays and cool moments to you or whoever. But I just think my love for the game at this age, my ability to still compete and play is what I want people to really cherish and understand. It's not easy, believe me. There's been days I've come into the practice and say, hey, coach, I'm probably going to retire today. I told him, he's like, yeah, okay, whatever. No, really. But I find a way every day just because I love it. I love it. So that's what makes it, that's what made it so tough in the beginning of the year to talk about, because it's still in me, like competing and being out there in the atmosphere. And maybe I'm not even playing on the game, but it's just playing in the game is just sit there and being able to time out to go before the coaches come in. I'll go just give them some information and they're receiving it and listening to it. I love that. And once it's over, it's over. Unless I become a coach, which we know that's not happening. So.
Benson, this is it. What things will you miss or won't you miss?
Locker room. Just being around, being a player. Like I said, sitting out there, witnessing or being a part of comebacks like this when probably everybody in the building didn't think we had a chance. But just seeing these guys buckle down and finding a way, that's fun. That's competition. That's what it's. That's like an adrenaline rush in itself, just to be a part of it, and just seeing guys go from just nervousness and not understanding to experiencing these situations a lot, becoming calm and just can sit there. And they always ask me, I don't know if you guys ever look over there, like everybody's standing up. Where am I? I'm always sitting there watching the thing. It's just once you're a part of it and it becomes second nature to you. That's when the game becomes easy and fun in high intense moments. Like, I don't know, it's just a weird thing. I tried the whole standing up thing. I was like, guys, I got to go back and sit down. That's just, being around so long. That's what comes with it. Just learning the game, and I'll miss that. I still learn. I still sit there and ask questions. I still make mistakes, and I'm like, coach me, and they do. They get on me just like everybody else, and I walk up there and ask these guys questions because I still learn to this day, even though this is the final run of it. But like, I still want to learn because I love it. That's just what it is.
Have you thought about your second act?
Say again?
Have you thought about your second act as far as the next step?
Oh yeah, for sure. Broadcasting is something I want to do. Maybe down the line, if I could be a part of an organization to, maybe not coaching, but player development, help develop guys. I enjoy that type of stuff. Maybe part of ownership one of these days. Just being around the game. I want to help, be the middleman to help both sides, bring it all together to make it finally to an organization one day. You heard it here first.
Vince, when you guys were in Toronto, you were asked how it felt playing with the fans and everything. You said
One more time?
when you guys were playing in Toronto,
Oh,
you were
okay.
asked how it felt to play, and you said, "Well, we got one more game, and if tonight is indeed the last game for you for your career, what was your time like in Toronto and the fans?"
About time in Toronto? Oh, it was crazy. You talking about as a player or that last time we played? I've obviously as a player, as a young guy, just trying to establish myself as a NBA player and wanting to be the best, the player I could possibly be. I learned a lot. I grew up there as a young man, not knowing the impact that I would have, because I was just that young kid trying to establish myself, just figure this game out. And I had all these veterans, obviously, in my corner, but it's just like I'm playing the game that I love, and somebody's giving me the opportunity to do so and go for it. And playing that last game in Toronto, it's always fun. It went from all the boos to cheers, and so that's like refreshing and heartwarming, and kind of to play in that game, to hear the cheers, now it was kind of surreal and just a fun moment to be a part of. So, I couldn't imagine what the last time would have been. I can't even imagine. So.
Would it have been weird if the NBA decided to not let fans in the arena? Would it have been weird to play in Toronto?
Yeah, absolutely. I understand, like I said, I understand it all, and safety first, but it'd have been like a practice day. But, you're playing against the Raptors. When you look up there and you see nobody but, friends and family. So it's unfortunate. It was kind of one of those things that I was kind of looking forward to, but it is what it is.
For 100% clarity,
100%?
there's no chance you come back to the NBA next season or try to make a comeback?
No.
This is it?
No.
Even for the last 15 games?
Hey, I got to think about that part of it. No, not that I know of. The money is different these days, though. I'll make sure I'm in shape just because. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it, man. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey NBA fans, Kelly McGill here. If you like that last video from Fanatics View on YouTube, be sure to subscribe down below for exclusive NBA content.